It's a new video dropped from It's Complicated. I like their videos because they do the street interviews. And it's always entertaining and insightful to go ahead and hear what the average person just right off the street thinks and feels about a variety of topics. This one is all about, you guessed it, pretty privilege. It is a thing. 100% is a thing. So let's see what happens in this episode, talk about it, and go from there. So let's roll it.
What is the craziest thing you've been offered or gotten away with just for being pretty?
Oh gosh. Okay, so I'm a bartender, so I get a lot of older gentlemen in that offer to take me on trips and shopping sprees, vacations, whatever.
I feel like I've just been offered drinks like all the time.
I've been offered tickets to places. I don't take them. I've been offered drinks, but I can pay for myself.
Offered a lot of threesomes. That's about it.
I think just like free food, free.
Oh, the way she said it was just mad funny. She's like, offered just some threesomes.
A lot of threesomes. That's about it.
I think just like free food, free clothes, free stuff from the mall.
Traveling for free.
Trips, PJ.
Yo, not my IQ just dropped a few points. Damn. Chill.
Which are private jets, in case you didn't understand the abbreviation.
Not pajamas.
Yeah, not pajamas.
Have you taken any of those offers and did they come with expectations?
Absolutely, I have, and yes, they have.
They always come with expectations.
Yo, wait. Bro was right here laughing. He's the one who made the goddamn offer. He probably flew her out.
They always come with expectations, but never take the offer because they come with expectations.
Fair.
99% of those come with other expectations. So I've never accepted one of those before, but you definitely get offered them all the time. It's kind of like standard. You'll get random messages, people taking groups of pretty girls, and, they just want, pretty faces to come along.
Sometimes I just want a hot girl on my arm. It doesn't matter what she thinks. Some good guys don't want a beautiful girl because beautiful girls come with problems.
How do you plan to keep men interested in you?
Yo, you know what? Natalie with the goddamn membership. Your first time, pop the cherry on the red side. Much love, babe. I appreciate that. Guys, by the way, if you're on IG, come through DJ MoonDawg Live on YouTube. Sub to the channels where you can come through, support, and fuck with your boy the long way on the YouTube side. When I'm not streaming on IG, you'll see the streams, or if you miss the streams, you can watch them back on my live stream channel, DJ MoonDawg Live. I wanted to say something real quick about this, which was, I actually just posted up a video on my other channel, The Mind of MoonDawg, about this whole idea. This woman said that men can't afford pretty women. It was a very interesting kind of discussion, and then of course I had to share my thoughts on it. So that video just went live. Check my stories on IG for the link to check out that video.
When your looks begin to fade.
Well, with my personality, I think.
Yes, maybe. Of course, we look good, but I think that the personality, 100%.
Why do you think more women don't rely on their personality before their looks begin to fade?
Because I think a lot of women were just born pretty, so they didn't have to learn to focus on their inside.
Because they're not really thinking about it. I feel like a lot of women just in general feel like looks are always going to be there.
Thinking that your looks are going to maintain a relationship, then you should really change your perspective, and maybe the situation you're in isn't the best situation in general. Looks are a depreciating asset. They're amazing because it comes with great opportunity and great interactions with people, but it's definitely a depreciating asset. So
it's often said the more physically attractive a woman is, the less compatible she tends to be with a man because she didn't have to work on her personality.
Yo, I literally said this in the video I just told you all about. This is what it comes down to, right? I'm gonna give you a summation of what I said. Go watch the video. But here's the thing. In my experience, and in the experience of guys that in my field, that, when we would fuck around with, be with, spend time with, whatever, hook up with, those 8s and 9s and the 10s, right? These women that are, top of the top in terms of physical beauty. We're talking about physical beauty only physical, right? What I've found in my experience is a lot of them, while they have all that physical beauty, they lacked on so many other things, namely personality. Oh my God, it was like fucking talking to a door. You know what I mean? Like there was no other value that they provided other than the look. So yeah, while it made for you know, nice to have a little arm cam to go out in an event when I'm doing the industry stuff and all this stuff, it was cool and it is what it is. And I listen, even the sex was not even that, like, in generally speaking, if I had to like get them all up and I were to go through them again more times than not, it wasn't even that good of a sex, because a lot of them rest on that pretty shit and they don't put no effort into the sex. They just lay there. They're fucking starfish. Y'all know what a starfish is, right? Y'all seen them in the water? They just sit there on a rock, don't move. That's what they do. Arms spread, just lay there. You know what I mean? You can't really do much to them because you can mess up the hair and the makeup and all that. I'm telling you, that's essentially what's happening here, and what this whole conversation is leading into is they have this tremendous amount of beauty, but because they're so beautiful, and this is why I'll call out men, because we fucking start being simps and shit, and everyone's shooting their shot at them, and they get everything handed to them, trips, this, that, and the other, and then they don't have to develop any other skills. I believe them 5 to 7s are the money when it comes to like that blend between a woman that has substance and personality and morals and ethics and the beauty. You find you a 5, 6, 7, bro. Those are the real, I'm telling you, those are the real winners and keepers, bro. Those are the women that will get wifed for sure.
What are your thoughts on that?
I think in some cases this can be true, and I think it has to do a lot with how someone was brought up, and if their parents emphasized a lot of value on attractiveness, then this can make it harder for someone to, you know, work on their personality and what it takes to really create a relationship.
Oh no, that's 100% true. I've like talked to some beautiful girls and it's been really hard, but you know, like some 7s, some 8s, that's perfect. They're the best.
Do you think beautiful women are more privileged or disadvantaged by their looks?
Privilege.
Yeah, privilege.
Yes, privilege.
Are there any disadvantages to being beautiful?
A lot. Maybe the men think we are like stupid.
Because you're expected, well, you get things because you are, but at the same time, you want to work for what you have, but people don't want to let you work for shit.
When you really like a guy, do you make any effort to impress him, or do you just show up?
I just show up.
Isn't the man also expected to look his best?
No, not for me.
Why do so many women think looking your best is going above and beyond when it's really just the bare minimum?
I wouldn't say it's the bare minimum at all. It takes a long time to get ready like this.
Why does a woman's choice to look pretty make them feel like they're owed attention and resources from a man?
I don't think that means that they're owed anything. I think it's just a decision to make us feel better about ourselves.
If women expect to be compensated for the expense of their hair, nails, and makeup, should a man be compensated for his gym membership?
That's funny. That's funny.
Yeah.
Can you be out of somebody's league, or is beauty really in the eye of the beholder?
Beauty is in the eye of the beholder.
Being out of someone's league is kind of someone, if a guy is sitting on the couch just watching TV, why a beautiful woman is, you know, volunteering and has a wonderful job and has a great group of friends, that would absolutely put her out of your league.
I'm still looking for someone to be out of my league.
Isn't beauty in the eye of the beholder?
Yes.
Do you believe that less attractive people tend to have more meaningful relationships?
Most definitely, because they're not really based off their looks. It's
True.
based off personalities from the beginning.
Personality and substance. That's really what it is. It's about personality and substance. Listen, beauty it always fades. From the minute you're born, every day, a little bit part of it goes away and away. So you do have to build on more than that.
So if you want to have more meaningful relationships, why would you want to be attractive?
I don't want to be attractive. God just made me this way. I don't even think I'm attractive. I just think I'm me.
So why you have braces then, to try to fix your smile?
Because it's my own insecurity.
If you're taking the
She's honest about that.
attractiveness out of it, you're just focusing on those other qualities, and I definitely think it might be easier to have a good quality relationship if you're not bringing that factor in.
Why are there women who know they are pretty, know...
Yo, Luber said her eyelashes are casting a shadow on her entire face.
Emotional damage.
God damn.
Shots fired. Shots fired.
Luber out here sniping. But it's true. I can see him right here. Goddamn. They got the cum lashes on, y'all.
Know they can get men, but are still insecure about themselves.
I don't know. Because That's a hard question to answer.
Because society tells us we have to be insecure about literally everything. That's how they make their money.
A lot of times when you're getting attention all the time, when you see a distinct difference and you're not getting as much attention as you used to, it can really create a lot of insecurity in people. And also creates these crazy expectations of themselves as well.
Why are men expected to be confident by women who seem so insecure?
Because they want a confident man, but themselves are not confident, so they have to overcompensate for them.
Sometimes I wake up and I put on some clothes and I'm like, oh no, I don't look good. But then I think, oh, I'm a dude, so it doesn't matter. And I feel like as a girl, you have to really think about it.
I don't know. Women.
Hey, let me tell y'all like this. Guys, we can get away with a little bit more. But still, man, make effort to look decent. You know what I mean? Some of y'all going away with looking disheveled with a beard that you ain't taking care of, ain't groomed, you ain't using beard oils, you ain't brushing your shit, you ain't getting a haircut in forever. You know what I mean? Even like me, I like to go out, I like to be comfortable. I wear shorts and sweats all the time, but I'm like, at least if someone pulls up on me, I look decent, right? Does that make sense? Like, I'm not looking like I just rolled out of the basement where I've been dwelling for 7 months and first time coming out for air. Nah, like I'm still coming out. I smell good. I'm still gonna fucking smell good. Guys, do these things, man. You know what I mean? We get away with a little bit more. Women, it's different. They still gonna have to do a little bit. They tend to put their face together, as they call it, and step out, right? That's what they do. We get a little bit of breathing room, but still, man, come out there, look proper, bro. It's gonna help you out.
Women, they just think they very powerful and just run the world, and really, they're bad right now. A lot of these women are hoes and broke.
Are beauty standards harder for young men or for young women?
Young men. Young men is way harder because there's such a statistic for men to be strong, hard, being very set in what they're doing. They have to bring stuff to the table. They have to have money, all this stuff. But a lot of people don't have that themselves, but want people to do it themselves.
Is it harder to grow muscles or just not overeat?
It's harder to grow muscles. I like to overeat, though.
Is it harder to grow muscles or just not overeat?
Not overeat.
Is it harder to lose weight or gain height?
Oh my God. What? Harder to lose weight. Or no, harder to gain height, sorry.
Gain height. I wish I was 6'4".
So wouldn't beauty standards be harder for young men?
Ah, man, you're kind of right, huh?
So wouldn't beauty standards be harder for young men?
Oh dear God, yeah, you got me there. You got me there.
So wouldn't beauty standards be harder for young men?
Yes, 100%. 100%.
Obviously, if you can become a more conscious and aware person and you have an asset of being attractive and you're also working on different assets that are required for relationship and connection growth, then that's like the ultimate, that puts you to so many opportunities and having a very fulfilling life. So it's really up to each individual person. But I don't know, nowadays people can just have surgeries and stuff, but I think natural beauty is the best. And actually, I think you can feel natural beauty. It's really within.
Yeah. She went super deep in it, but true. Uzi said, bro, I swear I heard a DJ MoonDawg tagging an old Keith song that you. Yes. If y'all don't know, many of y'all don't know because y'all found me through reels and all that stuff. But yeah, that's my backstory. Radio personality in Chicago for over a decade. I was at the forefront of all the Chicago drill music with Keith. We did Back from the Dead, Lil Durk, my brother, like all of them, my homies. Chance, like G Herbo, all the Chicago artists that popped in the new wave and all the drill. Yeah, I was there on the radio playing them, supporting them, breaking them mixtapes. I've been in the music industry. That's my background. So when I talk about the things I talk about, it's not just me talking on my ass. I come from this world of entertainment, been in all the industry things and all, you know what I mean? Like, I fucking hate saying it, right? But you know, when you hear these conversations on the red pill side, when they talk about a man of value, by all merits, I tick marked all of them, and so like I was in that world. So when I speak about these things and these dynamics, it's because I've been in it. Like I've seen it. You know, the women and the parties and that whole dynamic. So that's just a really brief backstory for context. So y'all know like where I'm talking about from. It's not just some dude just talking about some shit. Like I lived this shit. I've been in it. You know what I mean? Crazy.
How many female-dominated industries can you think of that aren't sex or beauty related?
0. But that's gonna change.
Can you think of any famous female role models who aren't actual models?
Damn.
Oprah Winfrey.
Okay, but other than that, isn't being beautiful generally a prerequisite for being influential?
Yes,
So beauty has privilege, doesn't it?
it does.
Why is there so much talk about things like male privilege and white privilege, but we never talk about pretty privilege?
Because a lot of people are pretty.
Because I feel
Skillsy
like we're
wildin'.
trying to exclude ourselves from that narrative because we don't feel like we fit in that narrative when we obviously do.
Why isn't there equity for ugly people? Should the government provide them plastic surgery?
Absolutely not. That's
Stupid.
crazy. There's no equity for unattractive. I'm not going to use the word ugly because attractiveness is, like I said, it's a depreciating asset in the realm of life. And I think happiness and the success of your life, it really means nothing. It's an asset. It's like having a nice car, but are you going to have a better life because you have a nice car? Absolutely not. And if you misuse it, it can actually make your life worse.
Is it possible to be a hot
Hey,
girl?
she ain't missed none. She ain't missed none. She been shooting her shot.
Girl in a big city and not let your ego get the best of you?
No. These girls let their ego get the best of them.
It's possible, but some females get depressed looking at the next woman getting more attention.
Does social media inflate an attractive woman's ego?
Yes.
As long as you keep yourself grounded, as long as you, do what you need to do, keep your job, don't let people pay for your shit, do what you need to do. You're on your boss shit, boss up.
I feel like the more attractive you are, the more attention you get, and when you get attention, your head blows up a little bit, and it's just human.
If women want to be appreciated for their brains, why don't more women spend time in libraries rather than shopping malls?
Well, if guys were more interested in educated women, I'm sure they would.
Don't you think women would be taken much more seriously intellectually and professionally if they were more devoted to intellect and professionalism than they are to vanity?
I love that question. Yes, you females have to hold yourself at a higher standard.
I think it's important to maintain yourself and also work on your intellect. I think they're both very important. And yes, if you're attractive, you're going to have to work on your intellect a little bit more because you will have to prove yourself.
Don't be thinking, okay, I'm pretty, I'm gonna get him because he has money. No, he might have money and treat you like shit. Get a guy that's gonna teach you a foundation, barriers, and make sure that he wants the best for you at the end of the day, not just sex.
When a woman decides to give a man a shot, is there a window of time for him to close the deal before she gets bored?
Yes.
1 week or you're gone. You better be talking about some good shit.
So timing's important?
1
Most
week.
definitely. Time is money, and if you don't have time, you ain't got no money. And if you don't have money, you don't got my time.
Are young...
Damn, we were doing so good. And then it had to be the one. They had to be the one.
Some good shit.
So timing's important?
Most definitely. Time is money, and if you don't have time, you ain't got no money. And if you don't have money, you don't got my time.
Yo, let me tell y'all, for the women that are here, and I'm sure that this does not apply to y'all, because those women that are here, I believe, get it. And I appreciate them, and those are the kind of women that we, as men, strive to obtain, because y'all get it, right? You're cute, and you got sense, you got a head on your shoulders. Love it. Amazing. But God damn it, when, let me say this, when a woman starts talking about money in a relationship and makes it come across like it's a transactional thing, it's a big turnoff for men. It is one of the first and biggest red flags for a man when they hear a woman talk like that. You are for recreational use only. That's all you are getting. You will never see anything else from me, because now you're letting me know that how you view a relationship is predicated on money. And what are you gonna do for me and money? That shit, you know what I mean? Like if men want to do that, just pay. I would rather pay for a prostitute. At least I know at the gate, here's the money. It's transactional and we go in separate ways, versus you being with me, thinking you're with me for me, but it's really because I got stuff and resources to provide and you're gonna benefit. That was one of the hardest problems for me for a lot of my career, which was I didn't know if a woman was really fuck with me to fuck with me, because of my status in my position, you know what I mean? And I'm sure some women in the course of my, you know, relations and stuff like that were on some, I'm trying to benefit and get hooked up and be able to go with me to this event, That's why I was very cautious about who I dealt with, because you just never know, you know what I mean? And no man wants to be with a woman thinking, and he's thinking like, I'm with her because I really rock with her. I really rock with her. And the whole time for her, it's shit. I'm here, but like, I'm here to benefit. And yeah, like he's cool, but like, I'm mostly here to benefit. That's crazy. That's so crazy.
Are young women aware that they will have peak years of beauty, fertility, and dating options, but will lose influence over men as they age?
No, shit, I was not aware at all.
So then why do women often choose to wait for romance and focus on their career when their own window of time is the most limited?
Well, because I don't want to sit down and settle at a young age. I'm still young, so I got a lot of fish in the sea.
Do you think if young women became more aware of their window of time, their life priorities would change?
Yes.
How?
They'd probably just think wiser, you know?
How specifically?
Like maybe I should settle down and not do all this because I do have a time frame to find a man.
Well, there was that. What do y'all think about this one? For the most part, majority of them were on point with it and understood that like a woman's beauty is their agency, right? And I think the women that understand this earlier in life and start to build themselves in a way that allows them to capitalize on it in a positive way, because you could capitalize it off just reaping the benefits of it and never building yourself in the process. And then when the beauty starts to fade and the guys start to go after the younger women, because now you've crossed over into the older age and you're feeling like, oh my God, what's happened? You know what I mean?